Namaste and welcome to Pramanic Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahazani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic astrology. If you want to learn Vedic astrology step by step, or if you want to have one-on-one coaching with me and to get started into Vedic astrology, email me or click the link into the description section. See you on the other side. Or you can join me on 33 days Vedic astrology bootcamp to get started into Vedic astrology. Start your journey into Vedic astrology. Now, today we are going to talk about Jupiter conjunct with Moon. What is Jupiter? Jupiter is the planet of wisdom, wealth, expansion, positivity, and all the good things in life. Jupiter is Guru. Jupiter literally means, Guru literally means one which is heavier. Okay, so Guru is someone who is heavier than you in knowledge, in experience. Okay, and when he has something more, he can share it with you. He can share the knowledge with you. So Jupiter is always connected with wealth, knowledge, expansion, traveling, children. In woman's chart, it is also considered as the husband, and it is also about the mentors, philosophies, spirituality. All these things can be seen with Jupiter. Jupiter is the significator of the second house, fifth house, ninth house, and 11th house in your horoscope. So, no matter which house, which planet is ruling these houses, Jupiter will always have say in these houses or matters of these houses. Second, fifth, ninth, and 11th. Second is family, fifth is education, ninth is bhagya and travel and father and teachers, and 11th is the house of gains, expansion, fulfillment of desires, friends. Okay, so Jupiter is everywhere to bless you. So wherever you have Jupiter placed in, he will bless you in that area of your life. Okay, now depending upon the lordship, conjunction, and exchanges, all these things will get altered. But as a general foundation, the Jupiter brings in the positivity and blessings in your life. What is Moon? Moon is the planet which represents your mind. In last video, we discussed about Jupiter and Mercury, which is, Jupiter is wisdom, Mercury is intellect, and Moon is mind. Moon is the planet which represents mind, and mind is always fluctuating. That's why Moon is, from new moon to full moon, from full moon to new moon. Our emotions are always up and down. There is always a fluctuation. And there is a rhythm in this fluctuation though, but there is a fluctuation. So Mercury, Moon represents fluctuation in your emotions. Moon represents emotions, desires, and it also brings in strong likes and dislikes based on your own feelings. Like you like certain things because you have certain feelings about it. Okay, so this relevance of emotions can be seen with Moon. Moon also represents your mother, your home environment, your private life, and your emotional stability. Moon also represents your initial upbringing. That's why it is associated with your mother and the fourth house, your literal residence in your early childhood. Moon also represents your decision making abilities, your emotional strength. Moon is also about your mental strength, like all the mental qualities, like the courage, strength. Though courage is concerned with, Mars or Sun, it's you can feel it in your mind. So you have the courage, right? So emotional, all kinds of emotions, all ranges of emotions can be seen with Moon. Rather, Moon is the only planet which we can relate with through our emotions and the feelings. Okay, Moon is also a planet which brings in the privacy. That's why it's shy. That's why it's the fourth house. That's why it's the netter. It's just below your feet. Okay, and it is exactly opposite to the Cancer or the 10th house, which is right above your head, Zenith, and which is all about the fame, which is all about Like people will know you by what you do, and they're not bothered about how you feel. And that's what moon is all about. Let's talk about the effect of Jupiter moon conjunction in your birth chart. So when the wisdom of Jupiter, the planet of wisdom, conjunct with the planet of mind. So these people have great spiritual, religious and philosophical foundation to whatever they feel or what they believe in. They always have this spiritual foundation to their feelings. Okay, now the Jupiter is also about the finances. The planet of finance conjunct with the planet of mind. So these people have great intuition or great inner sense about the financial matters. Now, the planet of positivity conjuncts with the planet of mind. Okay, now this brings in optimism in these people. The person with moon and Jupiter conjunct in their chart will bring in the optimism, positivity, and will uplift everybody around them. Okay, now next thing, Jupiter is the planet which represents your gurus or teachers, mentors, and moon is the planet which shows your mother. So when you have Jupiter conjunct with your mother, your mother will have greater influence on your life. Your mother will teach you or will give you the guidance and the knowledge required for you to get ahead in life, to expand your horizons, to 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 understand how you feel, your decisions. Okay, so your mother will have greater impact on your life when you have this conjunction. Okay, on downside, moon and Jupiter conjunct brings in, sometimes they can daydream, and it can bring in the over optimism. We talked about this when we talked about the moon and Saturn conjunction. Moon and Saturn conjunction is exactly opposite to what Jupiter and moon is. It comes from the survival instincts, moon and Saturn, and Jupiter and moon conjunction is based on higher beliefs, optimism. So it brings in sometimes over optimism, daydreaming, and it can hurt that person. Okay, now the sign placement of Jupiter and moon is extremely important. Let's say you have moon and Jupiter conjunct in certain rashis, will be totally different in some other rashis. So the important point here is ascendant. Let's talk about it. Ascendant, the best ascendant for Jupiter moon conjunction is Aries. So when we have Aries ascendant and you have association of moon with the Jupiter, it's like for Aries ascendant, moon is ruling the 4th house and Jupiter is ruling the 9th house. So the Kendra Lord is connected with the trinal Lord, and it is also the 12th Lord. But when it is the trine and the Kendra, it gives extremely beneficial results to the native. So for Aries ascendant is one of the best ascendants for Jupiter and moon conjunction. Another great ascendant for Jupiter moon conjunction is Cancer ascendant. Let's say you have Cancer ascendant and you have moon Jupiter conjunct in the ascendant, right? So then you have the sign of Pisces in the 9th house. So the 9th Lord goes into the 1st house exalted and is conjunct with the 1st house. So the 9th Lord conjunct with the 1st Lord and is exalted. So this brings in one of the best yogas as well. So the 9th Lord into the 1st house is Raj Yoga by placement, and association of the 9th Lord and the 1st house also takes brings in the best possible results for this conjunction. Now when Jupiter and moon gets conjunct, it is also called as the Gajkesari Yoga. Let's talk about it. Gajkesari Yoga is one of the yogas, but I personally feel this is overrated yoga. Okay, many people will have it, but what is important is the points which we have discussed in this video, like the ascendant, the sign placement, aspects, conjunction, and apart from that, the dasha. Let's say you have Cancer moon conjunct in ascendant and you're going through the Jupiter Mahadasha or Moon Mahadasha, you will experience the best results of it. But anyway, not everybody is going to have Jupiter or Moon Mahadasha in their lifetime, but we always, all of us will have the Antradashas. So we will have those period, where these planets will rule us and will, their turn will come in. Let's say you have Rahu Dasha going on, and then you are going through the Rahu Jupiter period, and you have exalted Jupiter and Moon conjunction in the ascendant, right? So this Gajkesari Yoga is overrated. I personally feel that you have to analyze that Gajkesari Yoga carefully. When you have Gajkesari Yoga, high quality Gajkesari Yoga, it brings in lot of fame and recognition in your sphere of field, right? And what is a high quality Gajkesari Yoga? It is depending upon the strength of the Jupiter and Moon, depending upon the sign placement of the Jupiter and Moon, and also aspects, conjunctions, all these things will decide the condition, strength, and the um, overall condition of the Moon and Jupiter in your chart. Then only we can ascertain the level of the yoga. So even if you have Jupiter and Moon conjunction, you always will have to analyze its strength and condition. Don't just jump to the conclusion, oh, I have Gajkesari Yoga, I'm going to be king. No, the quality of the horoscope, the strength of the horoscope, the condition of the horoscope is, depending upon many other factors as well. Okay, so this one is very important. So yes, this was Jupiter and Moon as much as I could hold, grasp and share with you guys. If you want to learn Vedic astrology through personal coaching, join my coaching program where we will be discussing one-on-one sessions customized specifically for you to go to the next level or get you started into Vedic astrology. Or you can join me on 33 days Vedic astrology bootcamp, lifetime access. See you on the next videos, sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace. Namaste.